We're back, old school, with a handheld camera and no microphone.
So it means we have to make Chris laugh as much as possible.
And it's week 69 of the year of the Ewok.
No, if you're doing a prostate examination on an Ewok, we have to be clear about this. I've seen a diagram I cannot unsee. So that's Chris's fault.
We launched this week with a classic D&D prank where we all pretended to be dead, and as the players who weren't here last week rejoined, introduced a whole range of new characters.
Some of which I'm actually slightly disappointed we're not going to have. Chris's ogre,
To be honest, I like the sound of old, especially when we had a whole bench of druids.
Yeah.
What is the collective term for a womble of druids? Whatever we had.
I believe they were circle.
What about Ewok of druids?
A wombat. Yes, we had a circle of druids.
With a bard?
A bard, a warlock, and a ogre barbarian.
And a magic folk fighter monk.
Absolutely.
And the bard was completely original as Jackson Michael.
And I think the three lads who'd returned were fully on board with a complete change.
Yeah.
Which just shows you how much they're looking.
Yeah.
And when asked the bear which character he likes the best, he mentioned Arrock. So yeah, maybe you didn't.
Perhaps he's deluded or blind, shall we see?
So, how long do you think we could have run that for?
How long could we have kept the Duke gag on?
Well, at least all evening.
It might be slightly awkward at the point when we need to start rolling dice and giving numbers.
Well, no, it was the funny bit was me was when they went, oh, so there's a TPK last week. Wow, why weren't we here? It's like, yeah.
Anyway, anyone who's played pranks on the party, DM or otherwise,
leave a comment.
Leave a comment. So last week, the views were good, the comments were okay, because it was me and Richard, and we had someone who didn't like it. Now, if you don't like it, can give us a thumbs down. Just tell us why.
We accept feedback.
Yeah.
I mean, you fill in a form and then we stick it in the downstairs toilet on a cubicle with the sign saying "Beware of the leopard."
We won't let Kai throw tomatoes at you, but we'll just know why you didn't like it. What didn't you like about it?
I don't know. I would let him throw tomatoes.
I wouldn't vote for either of the people who were giving us feedback. For people who
anyway,
good puns.
Let's move on. We're still in my world. We had a little clash with some monks last week on Victorious. We dragged our sorry carcasses into a small corridor.
And still, though traumatised, it made us have a naked fight. I mean, it was like a scene from Borat, let's face it.
It's fine. Not everyone was naked, the cat had plenty of hair on.
Only because, yeah, well, we'll get to that.
So, you then established the legendary tiny hut, and we always know when this party's happy, because it's only happy when it's in a tiny hut.
You don't dispel magic on it, thanks, Kai.
You should have done that.
No, I'm not. I'm still never going to forget you did that. We have that quiz
in a room where one door is marked patience and one door is marked grasshopper, which appeals to a certain demographic.
Yeah.
Not most of the players at this table.
Patience, grasshopper.
So, how do you think we're going to get through this room?
I don't know, because I'm just going to sit there and wait you out. Because I'm quite happy to spend months in the same room all the time. I've got no problem with it. So I could just sit there for weeks and weeks and weeks while you sweat.
The bear's got a god. You've got a god. Val's doing weird things with bottles of acid in the door.
I've got a god, but I wouldn't want to bother with something like that.
And I rolled a nat 20 on my prayer and got one word, which I probably will try and encourage the party to do at some point.
I mean,
however, it's not going to happen.
One was fairly impressive for talking to a god.
Yeah, and he got a simple but powerful command.
Yeah.
And maybe, yes. But at the moment, we've got a whistling robot, an Arrock arguing about the colour of shite.
We've got somebody trying to give an Ewok prostate examination.
And we've got bear bothering, and all sorts of things going on. So,
and don't forget a thief trying to rub his back legs.
That's a many back leg thief.
Yeah.
But we did also have a swap shop. So one of my first experiences in D&D was talking to a guy who was playing a Hobbit thief back in the second edition.
Before they got sued.
And he had, amongst other things in his bag of holding, a +5 set of plate mail. So I said,
I like that.
I said, why, as a Hobbit thief, being unable to wear any sort of armour, let alone plate mail, why are you lugging that about, even in the bag of holding? Why don't you give it to someone who can wear it? And his response was, don't want to. So ever since then, and given there's always some element of team play in D&D, I've always thought a party would surely say, for the good of the party, they should have this and you should have that.
Yes.
But sometimes people just don't want to do that.
No.
I mean,
It doesn't happen.
Yeah. So if you've
There's
got
a certain warlock in my campaign that does seem to be collecting quite a lot of the magic so far.
yeah, so like if it fits for the character and you can use it, that's fine. But if you're lugging things around and not using them, it makes to me it's a bit daft.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we had an old Edmund swap shop.
Yeah.
Was it Saturday Morning Superstore?
Yeah.
It was. That's the one for the youngers there.
Gladly.
Saturday morning swap shop.
Swap, was it swap shop?
You see-
Was the whole programme swap shop?
No, it was. No, it was. There was swap shop. Yeah.
There was swap shop in it. There was a segment.
I thought it was a segment, but I'm not. It's a
I
long
think it was an
time
entire
ago.
programme.
Was it a time programme?
Anyway, I preferred Tiz was.
Look,
You can't beat a phantom pie thrower. You just can't.
It wasn't Supermarket Sweep, was it?
No, you're too young for all this.
Different show.
Yeah, you're like 10 years too.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. But
Multicoloured swap shop.
Multicoloured swap shop.
Yeah, it was its own programme.
Yeah, it was its own programme, yeah. So it's like 3.5 hours long.
I mean, Noel Edmonds lives in New Zealand
He does.
now, and he's going to be bonkers.
He's going to be, yeah, don't say, no, he hasn't gone bonkers at all. Please
He's
don't
always
sue
been
us.
bonkers.
It's no, don't say that. We get no views this week.
Madam as a box of frogs.
We get a lawsuit.
Oh.
We'll end up with
A bearded box of
we'll end
frogs.
up with this Mr. Blobby
In New
Shark-
Zealand.
Shark
the,
Tank.
the,
Blobby,
na-
blobby, blobby. That was a long time after swap shop.
Yeah. So, do you think you're going to get out of this? Well, it's not really a room, is it?
Look, I'll be honest,
Sorry.
Matt, right? I'm not even going to try. And you know why?
Because you got to tell you what
Because
to
it
do.
winds you up, and I quite like sitting there, and I'm quite happy to sit there I think we should try and get the record number of weeks sitting in one room. And that room is what? It's like 5, 10,
10 foot
15,
square,
20,
basically.
Yeah, I think we should go for the record sitting in 10 foot square room in D&D. I'm not just talking about the craft and tap record, I'm talking
Which
about
is
the world
which
record.
we long, yeah.
the thing is, on that sort of thing, it's a good thing whoever it was came up with the idea of putting Hoshiko and Keith in the bag of holding. Because if that hadn't come up, when I'd finished searching all the bits of the room, Hoshiko was just going to sit down and meditate indefinitely in the first room, and was under no circumstances was he going to go strip
I've
down
got
and
one
go through that
question.
door.
What's your family motto?
I don't know, something about fire.
Something about fire. Something about fire.
I don't know.
Quick paraphrase.
Hoshiko knows it.
Family motto? No, he doesn't.
Hoshiko,
You've never been able
knows.
to repeat it in character.
I don't know it, but Hoshiko
He's
knows
never
it.
repeated it in character.
I have.
No, you haven't.
I read it off the sheet, but
Yeah, you've never
but
remembered it.
Hoshiko wasn't reading it.
Yeah,
Hoshiko
well-
was just looking in the room.
We'll leave it there.
Well,
I'm disappointed.
Okay, we're being given
Horrified,
the sign.
Horrified and disappointed. So it's good evening and good night from your senior co-presenter, Chris.
No, yeah, me, and also the co-presenter who can't remember his family motto,
Good night.
and Mark, who's awesome.
And our dear Mark. Good night from him.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.